everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay, this is Coloring Bliss, and I would like to wish you all a very happy Halloween because today I feel in a spooky mood and we're going to celebrate Halloween. It's also the last day of our really big Olo marker giveaway, so we'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But right now I wanted to mention that this is the page that I'm going to be coloring right here. Isn't it charming? Turned out so cute and fun, and it is a little haunted mansion, and we're going to make this page available as a free download for a very limited time. So make sure you follow the link in the video description to get this page and you can color along with me. I filmed this as a real-time color along using mostly the Olo markers, although I did use some black and gray pan pastels to create the spooky background. All of those instructions for that process are all in that real-time color along. And today what I'm going to do is just share a few highlights with you of how I created this page. So before we get started, let's talk more about the Olo giveaway. To start out talking about the Olo giveaway, I want to say one last special thank you to Olo for providing half of the products that we're giving away today, and one of you get to win it. Now today is your last day, October 19th, 2022, to get your entries in, so do not delay. Follow the link in the video description. Make sure you have all your entries in. There's lots of different ways to enter, and you are going to, if you get selected as our random winner, win both of the set 3 and set 4 of the double-ended 16-piece marker set. So that's a total of 32 double-ended markers that you will win for this prize. So spectacular. Good luck, everyone. Don't forget, today is your last day, so get those entries in. And I hope you enjoy having a chance to win the Olo markers. Thanks again, Olo. So this coloring page comes from Halloween Bliss Volume 1, which has a lot of really fun Halloween art, and it was drawn by a variety of illustrators, including me. I put some of the pictures in here too, and this is the one that I chose to work on with the Olo markers. Again, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how best to use the Olo markers and get the most out of these beautiful tools. But for the black background, I knew I wanted something that looked not like a solid marker colored in background. I wanted it to have a bit of texture and feel to it. So the very first thing we did on this coloring page was to work on that background. So for my background, I used two different colors of pan pastels. I used black 800.5 and Payne's Gray 840.3. Together, those two colors laid down a really nice texture, and I wasn't too tidy with this because I know the pan pastels are erasable, so I knew I would be able to clean up any little oopses I made. So I ran around and created that background using my eraser to clean things up, and I also used something called an eraser shield, and that helped shield some of the illustrations so that I could lay down more pan pastel right up against those lines. It worked really well. After that background was created, I had to seal that layer in. It's really important when you're working with pan pastels that you seal it down so that it doesn't get smudged. So I used a workable fixative spray by Krylon to spray it down, and then I was ready to move on and color the rest of the illustration. Now I didn't have a color scheme in mind for this illustration. All I knew is that we would have a purple castle. I really wanted that mansion to be purple, and I knew we'd have orange pumpkins. So all the other colors were picked to kind of complement that. The green grass and the browns and the grays all were there to complement that purple mansion. Now, I do wish the purple mansion stood out a little bit better from that black background. That's my only regret here, and I probably could have worked a little harder to make it pop out a bit, but I'm happy with the way it looks like. It's a night scene and it's mysterious and a little moody, so I'm okay with how it turned out. Now once I had all the marker laid down, it was time to add some gel pen. So I ended up using several different Gelly Roll pens, including the very soft yellow Soufflé Gelly Roll pen number 903 to fill in the stars and give them a special effect. I also used some Stardust pens to add some bling to the moon and to the windows and to the cheeks of our adorable little ghosts. And finally, the white Jelly Roll pen was there to add some reflection on the rooftops and in different spots like the tree, just to make it feel like it's glowing under the moonlight. So this is how the coloring page turned out. Let me move it in the light so you can see some shine in that moon, and there's some shine in the cheeks of our little ghosts. I think it turned out adorable. I especially like the textures I added in the grass to make it feel like the whole thing was grass and not just colored by a marker. So I think there are some things that I am really proud of. One thing is that background. I wish it wasn't quite as messy as it was, but I love that textured dark night sky look that the Pan Pastels gives. Love it. I love the purple mansion, although I wish it stood out a little bit better from the background, but that's okay. Everything is pretty dark, so that's the way it ends up. And the other thing I'm especially proud of on this one is the way that this path turned out. The shading on the stones and the little details I added, I think, are just really charming and fun and really add a lot to this simple but really fun illustration. Now, don't forget that this illustration is free for a limited time for you to download so that you can color it as well and start celebrating Halloween. Also, remember, we have an entire Halloween Bliss book that you can order either as a digital download and you can print it at home, or on some of the different kinds of Coloring Bliss paper that we offer. So come and check out the print shop and order yourself some Halloween art to celebrate. And don't forget, today is your last day to enter for the Olo giveaway, so get your entries in. And if you're watching this video after the Olo giveaway is over, don't dismay. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell and you come over to Coloring Bliss and at least become a free member, because as a free member you'll get our weekly emails, which will include information like when a new giveaway begins, which we have more planned. So don't miss out. You need a chance to win some of these beautiful art supplies that we give away here at Coloring Bliss. Now I am going to go do some more coloring, and I hope that you also have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bye-bye.